And welcome back. You're watching Monday Special. Earlier, I'm not sure if Jackie and Hussein could hear me, but a big warm welcome back to Jackie Maribe, who's been away for some time. We're talking about peer pressure tonight, and our panelists, as they answer questions, will be able to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with the four young panelists that I have with me, one of them being a teenager, the others being young adults, all of whom have been victims of peer pressure. They'll tell us how and why. So let's start with you.
Hello. I'm Valentine Nyakiere. I'm 25 years old, and basically my kind of peer pressure that I've experienced is binge drinking, the kind that is group-based. You know, you do things as a group. It's a mass thing. So most of the decisions that you make, they're not personal. They're based on, you know, the kind of group that you're moving around with. All right.
Did it affect you?
Yes, it did, because for that period of time that I was doing it, I did not do anything with the money that I was earning. It all went into parties, you know, trips to wherever.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it didn't build me as a person.
Okay.
Neither did it build my financial life. Yeah.
We'll come back more to how it affected you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to you.
Okay. Hello, my name is...
You've talked about your experiences, I think, in the past. You mentioned when you were an adolescent. I think for you it was also before. Does peer pressure still affect you today? Do you still find yourselves feeling the need to do something because people want you to?
Personally, right now I don't.
Okay.
Because after going through that, obviously I learned my lesson the hard way, because I had to start over.
Yeah.
I had to lay down everything.
Yeah.
You know, like change my email address and everything, change my phone number, move out.
Yeah.
Get new friends and everything.
Oh, you changed your life completely?
Yes, I changed when I started from scratch.
You even dropped your old friends?
Yes, all of them. Actually, I think if they're watching, they would know that I actually dropped them.
Wow, what made you... Not a lot of people can come to that decision, and we'll hear from the other two, but what made you realize I need to start afresh?
Basically, it's meeting people that keep telling you, oh, Valentine, you're good at this, Valentine, you're good at that, you know. So at some point, I keep thinking, I wake up on Monday morning, I have a hangover, I cannot perform, so I'm lagging behind in reports at work, you see, such kind of things.
Okay.
So I find myself, I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
Then again, a friend told me that at some point, you're going to have to grow up.
Yeah.
So as much as it was hard on me, it was true, so I had to grow up.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Basically, I had to.
It was a wake-up call?
Yeah, it was a wake-up call.
Ashley, do you still feel that? David, you're 14 years old, so you're right in the middle of that generation that's constantly on their phones. How much does technology, do you feel, influence you and your peers into peer pressure?
Actually, when technology has come and we have to use it, but now the way you are using it, it's the thing that is going to make you using the way you use it is what is going to make you. It's either going to help you or destroy you.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying I'm still sticking on you because you said you get bullied for the choices you make.
Yeah.
Are you afraid that at some point going into your adulthood you'll begin to change your mind because of how people are trying to tell you, or they're laughing at you saying, why do you want to be a DJ? Do you feel like you're going to change your mind?
No, I have learned to have my own stand.
At 14?
Yeah.
Where did you learn that from?
My father is my role model.
Are you saying that just because he's on set?
No.
As a father...
for me, I would say I've been in boarding since class 5. So I really don't think my parents really know who my friends are. Yeah. But when I was young, I remember my mom would say, there's a time I wanted to cut my hair when I was really young. And my mom said, my mom asked my brother, does her best friend have short hair? And my brother said, yes. And my mom said, don't hang around with that girl anymore.
So
I'm like...
But since then, they haven't been. And what about for you, Valentine? Your parents?
My mom is so far, I think, the best parent on this earth.
Okay.
Because one, she's very bright, so she always went ahead of me, and she would know when I'm hanging out with the wrong person, and she would tell me, I don't know who it is, but I know there's somebody who is misleading you.
Okay.
Obviously, I'd look back and think, I think it's that person, you see. So my mom at some point, well, she used to tell me, don't hang around this person.
Oh, but she wouldn't like police you and say you will not hang around with that person.
No, you see, at the end of it, she cannot she cannot follow you wherever you go. So it comes back to you as a person, your decisions.
Okay, we'll take a short break, but you want to say something?
Okay, I want to
tweet us, use the hashtag MondaySpecialKE. Text us on 22422. Include your name and location. We'll be back after this short break to continue talking about peer pressure. Stay with us.
I've cushioned a lot within myself.
All right. Valentine, you mentioned that the moment someone becomes a young adult, it's on them. So they have choices to make. And I know, McKenna, you disagreed. So let's listen to why you say that.
In my opinion, I think in your younger age, it's dependent mostly on your parents, because basically they have the responsibility of looking after you. But in adulthood, you have your personal responsibility to choose your friends, to choose the kind of places that you go to, the kind of things that you do. Do you want to drink alcohol or not? So I think it is dependent mostly on your personal judgment and also on the situations or the areas that you are in.
Okay, you said you didn't parents. I know that Hussein mentioned something. Someone was asking that you're all talking about mothers. Where are the fathers? I don't know whether any of you can comment on that.
Personally, I think...
Personally, regarding the young adult peer influence, I'd say it's a personal decision. So it depends on what you as a person decide to do. So as a young adult, you don't have to do what your friends are doing. You don't have to go borrowing money so that you can go to Nax, Vegas, and, the likes, Masako Sevens. And then what happens after that? Yeah, it is
left suffering.
Yes, your reputation is that, it's gone. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of moral erosion that is going around, and it is very wrong because it's assumed to be the right thing.
I have a quick question before we hear from Abraham. You're saying that you should find your own identity, all of you. What happens if someone says, but what if I'm lonely? What if I'm left alone and there's no one around me and I don't want to be alone? What would you want to say to someone like that?
I would say, in my own experience, because I've done it and I was alone, basically my weekends were based on going out, hanging out and everything. And it used to start on Thursday and on, Sunday evening or, towards the morning of Monday. But now I had to look for other things to do, start swimming, start watching movies, take interest, join a book club, just do things that are decent, do things that, better you as a person. Because what are the things that, if you look up to someone, for example, if, for example, I look up to you, I'd like to know what are the things that you do that got you wherever you are. So, and then again, the young people are afraid to ask even the people that are, older than them, ask them, how did you do it?
Oh, advice and mentorship.
Advice. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. Thank you for that, Abraham.
Okay.
And find your identity. So thank you so much. Hussein Mohammed will join me in just a few moments. Let's see what some of you are saying on Twitter about peer pressure. Let's see if we can put those up for you right now on your screens.
Right. At Nancy Okuta, peer pressure is a stage of growth and everyone passes through at a certain time. How you handle it is what matters.
Lieutenant, carry on the good work on Monday Special. Peer pressure is an eye-opener to many of our youth and parents, which is obviously what we've been saying. At Angel_Pompey says, there is a need to work on developing an open, honest, and close relationship with your children to beat, I think you meant beat peer pressure.
At C_Kore, peer pressure is a choice to blindly emulate or a choice to be a trendsetter.
That's very profound.
Ngongoi, Thika, Kiambu County, pressure is real, peer pressure rather. It happens to people of all ages. Parents and teachers should handle it positively by instilling values that cannot be shaken. And from Barnes here, said Hussein and Janet, unfortunately, even the current crop of parents are undergoing peer pressure. I wonder who needs help here.
Wow. I suppose all of us collectively.
Yeah.
Do you suffer from peer pressure? You do.
She just...
I'm sorry. We can help you. we will help you, Hussein. Right.
I was actually, okay,
I was reading
you
your
got
mind.
me tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you.
I was a bit slow.
Okay, great.
Because I was going to say what you did because of peer pressure.
Oh, right. No. Let's just wind up because you're about to Mulika me on air. Thank you so much for watching Monday Special. As always, we'll join you tomorrow on The Big Question. I'm Janet MBUGUA. Have a good night.
Good night. I'm Hussein Mohammed.